Frantz Fanon says, the benefits of power become obsolete if you have to ask for them. Think about all of these black men who got with white women. What do they do in the black community? Nothing.
Do you think it's because they want to be involved around white people, or how some of the men are treated differently from how their relationship or experiences was with black? Some men are still getting held with the trauma of what women was being treated from prior history, or their mother's history, or their grandmother's history. We're still holding on to that. So, you know, as a young boy, I'm being treated different. Oh, black men ain't shit. You hear this all the time, or we cheating, or this, that, and other. That whole demeanor is held against us. So sometimes I do think some men step out because of the difference of treatment.
Be broke in any culture and you're going to receive different treatment.
For sure.
Get money in any culture and you're going to receive different treatment. I think a problem is that these men have now got money and black women remind them of when they were broke.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren, you fellow believers of this faith, you fellow laborers in sincerity and truth. And shalom to you few sisters as well, the sincere ones, and shalom to the elect. So anyway, I want to go into this controversial video. Abaratazah, I mean Lord's willing, Father willing, Yahweh willing, make it edifying. Right, because we can get caught up in emotions when we see things like this, but I want to try to track it with scripture, you know, like we always do. And it was very interesting to look at the comments. In other words, these black conscience gurus are saying that men is wrong for stepping out, right, and messing with white women. Because, you know, you got other Israelites say the mark of the beast is white woman. They say that too. So when we understand nationality, it's not strictly skin color, right? I think the world is still behind on that. Us at Great Millstone, we're headed at that spectrum, so to speak. Everybody that looks white is not white. And now you got, I was watching Sakari, they're saying a lot of the Sicilians, or some of the Sicilians, are Israelites, and it's a lot of them that are. But you know, everybody wants to escape that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want to know where are the videos on the black woman with the white man. You know, all these, all this information, or all this is being brought out about black men, what black men need to do. Black men stop messing with the white woman. Black men change the home, when everybody looks at the black woman as the queen, and she's the, you know, the life giver of the home and the raising of the children. But there's no, you know, there's no responsibility that she's supposed to have. No accountability. Where's these black gurus talking when they see the black woman where these black men, so-called black men, marry these athletes, right? Like, we can name a few. Sugar Shane Mosley, the woman took his belts from him, right? And I believe these elites have them married, saying it looks good for the image, just to destroy them, and through divorces get their money back. We know what the J word means. It means extortion when you look it up, you know, on etymology. That's another video. But it just seems that there's no accountability for the black woman, and the black woman, the so-called black woman, has had the opportunity to marry these rich athletes and men that was, you know, that had some form of popularity or in the world. And it's not even, I thought love wasn't even supposed to be about all money. But hey, here we go. These simps, they're doing this, you know what I'm saying, to the further, I believe they're all agents, to further destroy Jake. Because there's no information, I mean, there's no videos explaining what the black woman is supposed to do. And this man might even be a terror himself. Anyway, I'm gonna stay in Jeremiah a little bit. And I'm gonna read some comments that's interesting. Jeremiah 44:15, the stubbornness of the people. Then all the men that knew that their wives had burned incense unto the other gods, right? And all the women that stood by a multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and in Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee, right? But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. And we, as we have done, we, our fathers, our kings and princes in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, for then had we plenty of victuals. We're the only people, let me say this before I go on, we're the only people, right, that let our woman do all these sick, ill-mannered behaviors, right? I guess it's the best way I could say it. And then call them queens, right? This is what we do. We call them queens. And then we'll see a sexy red talking about her genitalia and is brown and this and that. And the men still call them queens. Well, you look up the word queen, it'll tell you exactly what it is. I don't think I'm going to do that, but go into the online etymology and look up the word queen. And that just goes to them having multiple partners. Right? But we're the only nation of people that have our women behaving like that. We're the only nation of people that our women are throwing fake hair, fake weaves, right? Fake eyelashes, fake skin, the makeup, fake booties, fake breasts. Not that other nations don't do it, like some of the white nations, and some of them are Israelites too, right? They might just look white. But I'm saying in a whole and an entirety, other nations are catching on. But as an entirety of a race of people, we have the only women that lack accountability, that just walk around completely fake, and then they want a man that's real, and they fake. But anyway, it says, for then we had plenty of victuals, and we were well and saw no evil. Why? Because the Lord did that. He allowed you to do that. So that's why Jake, back in the day, he was with those women, and the woman would take care of them. Or if they would, even to the day, if it's, they both have an income, they working together, he has to buy her flowers, get down on his knees, and, which is nothing wrong with getting your woman a gift if she accepts you being who you are. I'm not saying that. But the worshiping of the woman, and this is in the terminology that I heard the elder men say, happy wife, happy life, happy wife, happy house. That's what that is. Appease to the woman, and there you go. When technically a woman should be appeasing to you. A man getting down on his knees to marry a woman is submitting his strength. The woman should be getting down on her knees according to the logic of nature. I need you to protect me. What the hell is a man getting down on his knees for? And then they got these jakes walking around with these big oversized carrying cases for the babies, the straps. I'm not at all against a man holding his son or daughter. I'm not at all against a man helping take care of his son or grandchildren, whatever. I have nothing against that. But when you see a perfectly healthy woman walking down the street, and then it's a Jake, 6'5", 300 pounds, with a big carrying strap, holding an infant, and if something goes wrong, he can't protect you now because he's holding the baby. And then the woman looks at him like and walk in front of him. Yeah, that's what that is, man. Let's go to the comment. And this channel is called Daily Wrap-Up Crew, right? And there's a bunch of Jakes that get on here, and you'll see the woman sitting here with all the makeup on. Not, attractive women, I would say. I mean, from what you can see anyway. And all they talk about is African men with white women, so forth and so on. But you never see the videos with the black woman marrying the white men. I wonder why. Where's all those videos at? Why hasn't that been made an issue? For whatever reason, we're all equal. We're pressed together. We're all as one unit. But for whatever reason, when it comes to making choices in relationships and women, we bear the responsibility in this society? Yeah. All right. Let's read a couple comments. Somebody says black women reminding of being broke is complete foolishness. If a woman doesn't respect you without money, she won't respect you with money. Right? So you can see, that's why I got this image in here. Jake is getting tired. Jake is waking up. Jake is saying there's enough of this, man. This is why everything is flipping now. Isaiah 4:1. 7 women shall take hold of one man. See, right now it's about wealth and money, right? That's all it is to these Eves right now. It's about wealth and money. But when that money system crashes and you go back to your natural order, then everything will be totally different, It says if a woman doesn't respect, okay. Also disingenuous because non-broke black men are still treated worse. You attract what you are. A miserable woman want miserable too. If you felt genuine love, because it can go messed up either way. But in my experiences of these Eves, feminism has completely destroyed us. They start thinking, well, we got jobs, we got money, we got careers. If you ain't like that famous actor or singer or entertainer, then you're nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that image is presented to them of what you're supposed to look like, and the image of who you're supposed to be, And when you don't have that, they look at you all messed up. And really, these women, look what they did to Kobe Bryant. Look what they did to all the so-called Lawrence Fishburne. Did you know his wife left him and married a white man? Did anybody bring a video out on that? We can go, the list goes on. Anyway, black men say you didn't want on my rise, now you want to wait for me to finish the line. There's a whole bunch of comments. No one says a word with Serena Williams, the champion, or even Kamala Harris, but yet it's a problem when men do it. Crazy. That's exactly what I've been saying. Men are not women, women are not men. Stop comparing yourself. There we go. All the excuses are flying. Somebody here's a woman said, I wish they'd actually ask one of us instead of these fools sitting here guessing. So anyway, this was the point that I was making. Actually, it's about the equality level has surpassed.
Frantz Fanon says the benefits of power become obsolete if you have to ask.
It's not equal anymore. The woman has surpassed the man. Right? The woman has surpassed the man. I'm trying to make this edifying, Anyway, let's go on down. It says, we had plenty, it says, in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, we had plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil, which the Lord did that. Let's look up victuals. It means food, nourishment, which can mean other things too. Food, nourishment, provisions. When you look at the double standards, they even got women working in men's jobs, right? But then when you go to the hardcore work, like the road work on the streets, picking up the trash, all that, all of a sudden they're not equal anymore. Why doesn't anybody say anything about that? If they were equal and they could do what we do, then they should be doing that too, shouldn't they? Shouldn't they be on those garbage trucks picking up trash? Shouldn't they be in those manholes digging up and fixing the pipes? Shouldn't they be responsible for building the buildings that they very well sit there behind in those comfortable leather chairs with HVAC and AC and heating, right? Shouldn't they also be recognized to do something like that? Yeah, it's always a double standard. But then they'll have the foreman or anybody in charge over the men building that stuff. Yeah, you can thank these wicked elites for that, man. It's totally out of order. Totally out of order. And then these women will raise these young men to be simps or be a slave to another woman. and then wonder why they're sitting in the house eating cereal, right, and snowballs, sitting in the house with some shorts on, some swimming trunks, and don't go swimming, with a big Flintstone spoon and a box of Fruit Loops. And then they want to win a video game. And then wonder why when they go out in society, men are dogs and men are bums and men are no good. And you raised them. And then they'll blame the father and say, well, the father he wasn't there. Well, I wonder why. But does that still make the excuse for you not to raise a child, to a son or daughter to grow up, to be someone responsible? Yeah, the woman always got an excuse. And he's these simps. And what I found out is a lot of these simps are behind this. And also I'm going to say, if I can real quick, that a lot of these Israelites who uplift the woman, they do the same damn thing. Because they want the victuals. They want the nourishment of the world when they uplift these goddamn women. I heard the captain Tazariak say it was the woman is the first love of God or something like that. And the Bishop Nathaniel, well, you're only supposed to have one wife. But then a lot of women don't even believe that. This is madness. Real quick. But since we left to burn incense from the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and famine. Yeah, the Lord did it because he wanted you to be a simp, right? And when he burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes and worship her and poured out drink offerings unto her without our men. So at the end of the day, the Lord is raising up the true men in the Lord. So, you know, you're going to see a shift. And then there's people out there, they won't admit that the Apostles of Great Millstone was bringing out a lot of this information on manhood. And then you get Kevin Samuels and you're getting all these people now, these gurus who are popping up, red pill guys. And Jake is stepping up, and Jake is not worried about it. And these women wearing all this stuff, this provocative stuff, is desensitizing. That's why men aren't looking like that anymore, man. You know? You totally fell into the trap. You were beguiled by the serpent. The black woman was beguiled by the serpent. And now they're running around on the internet. Why don't men want us anymore? You think? I met some wild ones in my day too. There Jeremiah said unto the people, to the men, and to the woman, and to all the people which have given the answer, saying, the incense that ye burned in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, you and your fathers, your kings, your princes, the people of the land, did not the Lord remember them, and came not into his mind, so that the Lord could no longer bear because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations when ye have committed, therefore in the land of desolation and in astonishment and in a curse without inhabitant as of this day, because ye have burnt incense, because ye have sinned against the Lord and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord. These people put their woman before the Lord, man. And we know 1 Corinthians says it's Yahweh, Yahweh, man, woman, sons, and daughters. And then these guys, they'll do whatever it takes. They'll light candles, right? They'll simp for the woman. They'll crawl around with a collar on their neck, right? Nowadays, it's gotten real wicked. They smoke weed together, or whatever that shit is they smoke, and they sitting in the car, laying up with one another with a bunch of smoke. And they still burning them incense to the Queen of Heaven, man. Nor walked in the law of the statutes of the testimonies. Therefore, this evil has happened unto you to this day. So again, we see that these things have happened before, and these things are going to happen again. And the Lord, this is why the Lord is going to destroy Babylon again. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. I didn't want to, go too far on that. Is the fact that when I saw this, I like, where's all these events when it came to the black woman? Yeah, nothing on that. All right, shalom.